What's up, guys? Welcome to another YouTube video. Today we're going to be running up back in biceps. It's been a minute since I posted. It's probably been like about a month now. So I apologize for the lack of consistency in posting these videos for you guys. So we're back though. Back in biceps today. We're gonna go to a smaller gym, one of my favorite gyms I've been working out at lately. So you guys will see some cool content. Also wanted to go over a few things. So I've seen in the comments, a lot of you guys have suggestions about future videos and what to do for those future videos. And I've seen a lot of people say do like a full day of eating or do like a grocery haul or something like that. And I think the full day of eating has been like the #1 thing that people wanted to see me do as far as like videos go. So and what you guys want to see me do. So definitely trying to do a full day of eating here soon. I think that'd be a really great video overall, just kind of explaining basically in a nutshell of what I eat throughout a day, a typical day. Hopefully give you guys a little bit of education on that. And yeah, it'd be some good stuff on that. Other than that though, definitely guys keep telling me, keep putting in the comments what you guys want to see in future videos, because it gives me ideas, lets me know what you guys enjoy seeing. And then also with the videos, I know I've also gotten this too when it comes to people talking about making raw videos versus super edited videos with lots of music in it. So I have a mix of people that want raw videos, and then I have another mix of people that want edited and music filled videos. So if you guys have any suggestions on what to do in future videos, as far as if you guys really like the videos raw, or if you like them with the music and edited, let me know in the comments below what you guys want, and I'll obviously start doing more of those videos. So I think right now though, I see the majority of people wanting more raw style videos. So today's gonna be probably a more raw style video. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And then but yeah, so again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And then oh yeah, use code GUN, 20% off, support your boy. Get you guys some supplements. It's good supplements, it's great stuff. Also I did get, oh my god, I think someone asked this on Instagram or something, but this stuff right here. Okay, if any of you guys are looking to get a crazy pump in the gym, I'm not trying to promote this just because I'm with them as an athlete, but this stuff is crazy. If you guys actually want a crazy pump, the nitric oxide XT boosting agent, this stuff, unbelievable. I've been I thought I got it because I was I'll try it out, but it's unbelievable. If you guys actually want a good pump supplement and extreme vascularity, this stuff will do it for you. So other than that though, that's about it for the intro. Again, leave your comments down below what you guys want to see in future videos. Use code GUN. And then yeah, we're gonna hit back in biceps. I will see you guys in a little bit at the gym. So see you guys shortly. Alright guys, so our very first exercise, hopping right into it, is going to be the lat pull down machine. We're actually going to do this for around 4 sets, 10 to 15 reps each, really just focusing on the stretch. Right here, we're starting out with this, more of a warm-up. You're seeing right here, we're doing 4 working sets, and then a fifth. Well, the very first set is going to be our warm-up set, and we're doing 4 working sets after that, so 5 sets total. As you can see here, really just focusing on the stretch. When we come up here, right there, just really focusing on that stretch, coming down, squeezing, coming up, stretch, squeeze, stretch. So that's kind of the movement we're working on right here, just getting the blood flowing in the back, and then the arms as well, getting us ready for the next exercise. So actually switch the angle here, as you can see from the side, get a little bit better of a view. I come down all the way to around my nose height, and then carefully let it back up a little bit slower. As you can see, I'm squeezing, and then I'm going up slow. So that eccentric it lays around 2 to 3 seconds. So if you can keep it around there, you should be good for that maximum muscle tension and hypertrophy. So that's what we're doing here. And then after this, we're going to move on to a row. All right, so jumping right into the next exercise here is going to be our seated row. We end up doing this for around four working sets total. Right here, you just, again, the concept remains the same, focusing on the stretch. So what you're going to see a lot of is just that stretch. So focusing on that 3-second-ish eccentric range of motion stretch. So as you can see, coming up fast, squeeze, and then letting it down slow, focusing on that eccentric of 3 seconds. So we do this. Of course, we're doing progressive overload, so up in the weight every set or so. I think I started around 150 for this machine in particular, and then just worked my way up in 10-pound increments is normally what I'll do, especially for back. So back can take a lot of load, so I just want to make sure that I am maximizing that every single workout. So we actually do a drop set here. As you can see right now, do a drop set to, I think I did 20-pound drop set here, typically what I'll do. And then, same thing, just do a burnout set. Just make sure with the burnout sets that you're not, sacrificing form completely. It's one thing, to throw the weight around, just to throw the weight around, and then it's another thing to, know what you're doing, but, go a little bit faster on it, not care too much about form, but just make sure you're also not putting yourself into an injury-prone position. Ultimately, when you perform drop sets and when you're doing just your normal working sets, just be safe about it, be smart about it, don't do anything stupid. So that's my advice. All right, guys, so we're moving on to our next exercise here for back. It's going to go ahead and be the reverse pec deck fly. So basically with these, just a couple of key things just to keep in mind whenever you do these, is make sure you do have a neutral grip. You want to make sure your hands are placed, all the way down on the grip. I don't know if you noticed, but my hands are like towards the bottom of the actual handle itself on that grip. And the seat I'm sitting on is actually raised up like almost all the way. That's just because I want to really target the rhomboid and trapezius part of the back by sitting up, putting my body up as much as possible. And that way we're not hitting so much of the rear delt in this exercise. So you just want to make sure, a couple of key things to keep in mind whenever you do this exercise. And we're really just squeezing that back. And not so much the rear delt, because this can become a rear delt movement if you're not careful. So. All right, guys, so we are moving on to our last and final exercise here for back. It's going to be some body weight pull-ups, so nothing too crazy, but, great finisher, for a back day. Did not get a whole lot of reps on these. I believe I did 3 sets here, so every other exercise we were doing for back is around 4 to 5 sets, just feeling it out. This was 3 sets, again, just as a finisher. I just want to make sure you are, coming up, squeezing that back, coming down, make sure that eccentric is around 2 to 3 seconds. I was a little fast here, but generally you want to make sure it's around 2 to 3 seconds, and you are just squeezing out every last bit of what you got at the end of that workout, and you'll see some serious gains from that, so highly recommend. Alright guys, so moving on to our very first bicep exercise, and this is going to be our easy bar barbell curls. So essentially with these, I think the main thing is really just making sure you're getting that full stretch, the full extension on that eccentric. Again, try and stay around that 2 to 3 second range, and then you're coming back up. Now, what you will see towards the end of this exercise is I do start to, do, slight burnout reps. So a little less controlled, more fast paced, and that's just to burn it out. But again, still keeping my form in check, not throwing the weight around by any means, but just to get those last reps in. So. All right, guys, so moving on to our second exercise for biceps. It's just going to be some seated dumbbell bicep curls. Now, what you'll notice right off the bat is I am seated at sort of an incline, and that's simply so I can just get a better stretch on the bicep. And then, obviously shoulders back, chest out. Really want to make sure that that focus is right on the bicep. As you come up and squeeze, you're coming up slow. You're not throwing the weight around by any means. You're really just focusing on the stretch as you come down as well on that eccentric. So that is what we're focusing on here. What you'll see towards the end is you will see me doing sort of a burnout set for hammer curls. For these, you just want to make sure, that your intensity is high. Again, you're not sacrificing form too much. Form obviously doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to make sure that your intensity is high throughout the entirety of the burnout set. All right, guys, so moving on to our third and final exercise for biceps. It's just going to be some seated preacher curls. So with these, we're really just going to be following the same concept as we did with the easy bar curl and the seated dumbbell bicep curls with the eccentric movement, which is really where you're going to get that stretch. So you want to make sure you're staying around the 2 to 3 second mark. And then obviously when you come up, you want to make sure you are squeezing the bicep as much as possible. Now, something I do see a lot of people do with these that you should not do and try to avoid doing, and I wish I was seated back a little bit more in this example, but you want to make sure your shoulders are not coming forward too much, because if your shoulders come forward too much, you could be really missing out on a lot more of the actual stretch of that bicep. Because your shoulders are almost overarching that arm. So you want to make sure you are sitting back as much as possible, and you're letting the biceps do all the work. You're coming down at a full extension and then making sure you're squeezing at the top. And then, of course, I do a burnout set here at the very end. Again, form isn't immaculate. It's not perfect, but really just trying to squeeze out every last bit of what I got.
And it goes like this. We'll get in your car and you'll need to kiss me. We'll talk for hours and lie on the backseat. And then one random night when everything changes, you won't reply, I'll go back.
All right, y'all. So that is a wrap on today's YouTube video, back in biceps. I did not go into really talking a whole lot throughout the video. Actually, I don't think at all I talked. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just kind of do a voiceover throughout the video. So if you guys are watching this in advance, I'll probably put a voiceover just in the video, basically going over the exercises, explaining in depth like what I'm doing in each exercise, going over things there, just because I wasn't really able to explain it in the gym. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I can't wait to keep pumping these out for you guys. Again, I'm sorry, it's the way the videos are, it's like a month apart. Definitely need to get better about posting these more and more. I tried to keep it a little bit raw for you guys today, and just show you guys really how I train. No like extra crazy editing, just really just how I train on a day-to-day basis. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your family. Helps support the channel, helps grow the channel. And again, recapping from earlier, if you guys have any ideas, any recommendations on what you guys want to see in future videos, beside the full day of eating or the grocery haul, or just any ideas you guys have or want to see me do, let me know. If you guys want me to do more posing, like I try to get some posing in there in the video, or like more short type videos. I've been doing like trying to post more shorts on my YouTube, kind of like what I post on my Instagram for Reels and TikTok. So if you guys want to see more shorts, like just let me know what y'all want to see more of. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it again. Use code GUN, Jacked Factory. Also, so my website, this is something that I actually haven't talked about in my YouTube videos at all, but my website, gunaesthetic.com, is live for all my viewers, all my people watching. So my website is live. I do have my workout, my personal workout programs that I put together that you guys can check out. So I have a muscle builder program, like a complete muscle builder program. I have a bulk program, and I have a shred program. So I have 3 different programs, and then I have like an all-in-one. So it's like all 3 of those programs in one. So if you guys are interested in looking at those programs, or looking at something that you think is really gonna, or just looking for something that you think is gonna help you grow in your bodybuilding journey, definitely check out the Gun Aesthetic programs that I put together, and give me feedback on what you guys think of it whenever you guys try it out. So always trying to improve. You know, obviously it's never like going to be a finished product. Like, it's always going to be something that I'm going to be improving on and working on and perfecting. But these programs are stuff that I personally go by. So and I've trained by, and my coach has coached me on, like when I was in prep for a show. So, you know, definitely check those programs out. They're pretty affordable. So, you know, if you guys want to check them out, definitely check them out. And then also, I am launching my one-on-one coaching here soon. So I'm really just trying to get a idea of who is really interested in participating in the one-on-one coaching. I'm only doing like limited selected spots. So if you guys are interested in being coached by me directly, having me be your coach, go to gunaesthetic.com, go to the one-on-one coaching tab, go down to that, and basically you want to hit the athlete intake form. There's a little button, it's black. You hit it, and it'll take you to like a Google form. You just fill out the Google form, and it'll tell me things like, about you. Like, it'll be like, like, why do you want to do coaching? Like a bunch of questions. You'll just basically go down the line, answer it, and then submit it to me. I will review it, and then I'll be able to get back to you guys directly on the next steps and moving forward. If you're someone that I want to consider as a potential client. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that, I have those 2 things going on. I can't wait for the the future of what this channel is going to be, and also like my coaching and all that stuff. So I'm very excited for the future, and I can't thank you guys enough for all the support you guys give me on this channel already. We're still growing every single day on all my social platforms. So I thank you guys so much for all the constant support. So with that, thank you guys again for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next YouTube video. Peace.